Alright, we're live, LC. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of LC's Sea Glass Hunting. We are out here in Curacao today. This is Captain Kai, the Sea Glass guy, and that's LC there. Just wanted to start off by showing you guys this really cool piece I found. I wish I had found it on a live video. Unfortunately, I didn't. But I still wanted to show you guys. It's like a full brake light lens, it looks like. Really beautiful. Not super well worn, but gosh, that's really cool. I'll get it wet for you and let you have a look at it that way too. Big surf today. Might be a little tough to hear me. So yeah, look at that. Huge, huh? One of the coolest reds I've definitely ever found. Right there. So, pretty sweet piece. I wish I had been able to find that on video, but unfortunately I didn't have the live camera going when I found it. But, a really cool one. Anyways, we're going to do a live sea glass hunt here. Like I said, the tide's pretty big waves today. So it's pushing up a lot of stuff. I also found this really cool shooter earlier. I wish I had got that on camera too, but I didn't. Really well worn. Super frosty. One of the bigger marbles I've ever found. So kind of cloudy today. Hope you guys can see all right. We're going to get started here. Dart's doing some sea glass hunting. Like I said, big waves today. So just keeping an eye out. Start off with this real thick sea foams. A lot of these from the old mason jars and Coca-Cola bottles. I see a marble down there. Oh, don't want to lose that. There it is. Heck yeah. Marbles don't stick around long when the surf's this tall. Sometimes you just get one chance to grab them. So there's some more sea foam right there. Nice heel of a bottle. Elsie, how you doing? She wants the sun to come back out. Looking like it might rain at some point here. So we were trying to do a YouTube live, but wasn't quite able to figure it out yet. So we're going to keep doing this Facebook thing till we can do that, and then we'll do both. And you don't have to worry about anything changing much when we do it on YouTube. It's still free, and I'll still post links so you guys can see it every time. But really nice stuff today here. We're going to go to 2 different beaches. There's that sunshine we were looking for. You see there's a ton of sea glass in here just kind of getting swished around. See a little lavender triangle. It's a pretty pendant shape. Elsie's staying up high so she doesn't get splashed too much. Little teal gems around here too. See there's a teal over by Elsie. Oh, dropped one. Yeah, lots of really good sea glass on this beach. And it washes up fresh batch every morning. Come out here and it's changed. The tide change here isn't more than like a couple of feet or so, but it sure does stir up a lot of new sea glass every day. Really fun place to hunt here in Curacao because there's no season. You can kind of do it all year long. You know, some places like Puerto Rico I've been to, there's a season. You got to go a certain time of year to really find good sea glass. This little bottle top here is still a little chippy, so we're going to leave that. Hope you all can hear me all right. It is pretty loud with these waves today. It looks like the back of an old stopwatch. Not too old. Some folks collect sea metal. I find some every once in a while. Well, I see that's a wire there. This is an old landfill, so there's lots of trash buried amongst everything here. We're gonna walk down to another beach, I think. This one doesn't have as much as I'd like. And I see a big rainstorm coming. You see there's huge waves today. No good for surfing though, because it's pretty shallow and the reef will cut you up here. I'll show you the sky there. It looks like it might rain pretty soon. But that's alright, we'll keep sea glass hunting until it starts coming down hard. Just giving LC a little lift here. Sometimes it's easier to carry her. She don't mind at all. Right on. So we're gonna walk over to this other beach. It's just like a 1 or 2 minute walk. Stepped on a little thorn there. But, see, pretty cloudy day out, but doesn't mean you can't still sea glass hunt. Alright, we'll put LC down there. It's kind of a chippy sea foam we'll throw back. Pretty good day. I already found a couple of marbles, so happy about that. Took LC for a walk this morning. That's where we found some really good stuff. Not much on this little section, so we're just gonna keep going over these rocks. And there's gonna be a really great spot for sea glassing up here. This is probably one of the best jewelry grade beaches. Definitely on the island. More sea glass than most people have ever seen, I think. Elsie, you want to lift? Good girl. All right. Kind of sharp rocks here. When the waves are big, you don't want to risk her getting hit by one of these rocks rolling around or something. You can see all the sea glass on the ground here. A lot of chippy stuff. Let Elsie go there. Look, Chinese porcelain. Kind of pretty, but again, this is pretty chippy as well. I see a really nice opalescent piece here. Opalescent kind of refracts light in kind of a rainbow cloudy color. Really neat. Ooh, is that a stopper? Some kind of stopper. Look at that. Really flat. Haven't seen one like this before. That's really cool. This looks like a railroad spike. You can see how the landfill here, how they melted all the glass and turned into the road. I was showing people yesterday. So many glass bottles, earthenware bottles and pots and pans. That's a brown there. Almost thought it was a red. Alright, so just a little more stretch of this chippy beach. There's a piece of a conch shell there. Conch shells are really pretty inside. Super pink. So yeah, we're just going to continue down here. We're almost to the jewelry grade beach. And then we'll start looking for some really, really good stuff. But over here on the chippy side, you might find some one-of-a-kind things. You can see there's a lot of glass to look at. I see an old button there. Feels like ceramics, pretty heavy. That's cool. Elsie. Good girl. Alright, so just give you a view. We got over here. Getting ready to go on some jet ski rides. There was a fisherman earlier working on his boat there. And then you can see my little red car on the beach as well up there. That's where we parked earlier. And that's where the jewelry grade sea glass beach is that we're headed to right now. And we're almost there. Elsie's leading the way. Hey man, they're gonna have a good time out there. Let's go, Elsie. Big waves today to be jumping on jet skis, so they should have a lot of fun. Right on, so here's the beach just up here. Elsie, come on. Elsie's lagging behind now a little bit. Right on. Thank you everybody for watching. Here we are at the jewelry grade sea beach I was telling you about. Let's take a look. We picked up some of the trash already. The high tide brought up a lot today. Right off the bat, a really good sea foam there. Old Coke bottle. There's old bull's mouth right there. Pretty cool. Oh, I see a Clorox as well. Brown Clorox bleach bottles. I think they stopped making them in like 1963 or something. So, you know, this is a pretty old piece of glass there. See cornflower blue as well. Some really big size sea glass over on this side. I hope you guys can hear me all right. It is pretty windy. There are some big waves right now, so I apologize if it's tough to make out what I'm saying. Let's keep looking around here. These browns always tricky. I think they're red. Nice soft green as well there. That's a quick. So with the waves coming up this high, there's just fresh stuff constantly washing up. Looking for those heart shapes like that right there. Nice heart. And anywhere it's wet, that's where new stuff's been brought up. So we're just kind of scanning all over best we can. There's a lot to look at. And also sometimes you gotta be really quick because these waves will come and they'll just take it away. What is that there? Oh, that's a little bottle mouth there. A little bit of bonfire melt to it. So we're looking for like oranges and reds and blues, turquoises, yellows. Anything that really stands out. And there's a lot of teal here. Saw a little piece of Chinese porcelain, but now it's probably gone. You gotta get stuff the second you see it. Whoa, big waves. See what's washing up. So you can see there's a really big ridge line here of sea glass, and we can kind of scoot all that back and check underneath it and all underneath here to see what other sea glass is there as well. It's just kind of piled up in layers and layers. And you really don't have to move around even. You can sit in one spot all day and just dig around you, and there's so much. Really pretty teals and stuff as well. Alright, so we'll do a little bit of digging here. Try to keep my shadow out of the way. There's a really good pirate glass here as well. That's the dark stuff. Often looks like rocks. Much of it's really old, so I collect a lot of the super worn pieces. They make great jewels. They're kind of fun because you can use it for jewelry, and they look black around your neck, but then you hold them up to the sun and you can see what their true color is. And lots of seafoam jewels here. Good looking yellow piece there. More of a honey amber maybe. Finding some stuff, but nothing too crazy yet. Look down here a little more in the shallows. See what comes up. Just gotta be careful not to get splashed by these big waves. Sometimes in these shallow parts you can see some really cool stuff. Just gotta be quick to grab it. Right now when the sun's out, it's the best time to do it. Saw a red piece there. Let's see if we got it. Did we get it? Yeah, right on. It's like I was saying, colors like red and orange, those really refract under water really easily, so it's a lot easier to see them. So that's a good one. Glad we caught that. Just a little teardrop, but still beautiful. Let's see what else we can see in here. Woo! That was a big one. Got wet on that one. Let's take a peek over here on the other side of these rocks as well. Might be some good stuff just on top over here. A little crab right there. Hey, little crab. So kind of just peeking on the top here. This is a splash zone as well, so you gotta watch out. I see a turquoise in there. I'm gonna try to grab it right after that wave. Nothing too big or crazy, but that's a pretty color right there. Some little cornflower jewel in there. Woo! See some good sized waves there. There's lots of little colors in there. Practically flawless, that one. Now you see it, now you don't. Gotta be quick. Here's a pink piece. A little bit of a pattern to it. A little multicolor there. Probably from bonfire glass. LC, anything good? You ready to get in the water again? She takes a dip every once in a while to stay cool. Usually she swims on her own, but it's tough on a day like today. There's a purple pattern one there. Some more bulge jar piece. Still looking for those colors in the water. Sometimes you can see marbles this way too. That's a really good color right there. big seafoam jewels around here. Most of them flawless. Just kind of peeking around, seeing if anything new comes to the surface, but nothing too crazy. That's good. Check out it. Kind of a heart shape, that one, right? So we found some okay stuff, but not having a ton of luck. So I might go down to another beach and take a peek down there, see if there's anything around. Really hoping to find something cool for you guys, but maybe no such luck today. Nice kind of mustard color there. Checking this out. Maybe if I check up high here. Big teals. Really big teals. Thanks everybody who's watching. Just wanted to check the comments real quick. Hope you're all still enjoying this, even though we're not finding like a ton of crazy stuff. Still doing all right. Shout out to Melody and Bridget. Thank y'all for sending stars. Thank you, Len and Heike. Thanks, Jennifer. Appreciate it, Susie. Thank you. Thanks, JoJo and Jerry. And Jennifer as well, thank you. Thank you all very, very much for sending those. Really tough for me to read my screen right now. But maybe at the end of the little broadcast here, we can do some Ask Me Anything. If you guys got any questions or anything about our sea glass hunting or adventuring, I'll pop a squat somewhere in the shade so I can see the screen better. But let me take one more peek around this beach, and then we will walk down to another one. If you guys are down for that. LC, what do you think? Need a dip? Alright, let's get LC a little dip real quick. She doesn't get too hot. Good girl. There you go. Just a little water in your back. Good job. All right. So it looks like there's a lot of people playing like soccer and stuff over there. So Elsie likes to ride my backpack a lot of times. So I'm gonna set that up real quick. Give you guys a view of the ocean just for a minute, and then we'll be on our way. Alright, Elsie, you wanna hop in here? I got my backpack. Elsie, inside. Alright, I'm gonna help her get in there, and then we'll be on our way. We're good to go, Elsie. Alright, cool. So Elsie's in the pack. Elsie went to university with me for 4 years. She went to university with me like that in the backpack, so she doesn't mind it at all. See if I can still see the screen. Alright, cool. Yep, so we got Elsie. We're gonna walk down to this other beach. There's just a bunch of people around, so I'd rather carry her for the moment. That's what buddies do. Just checking on the surface real quick here to see if anything new popped up. But not seeing anything too crazy. So we'll keep it going. Right on. So yeah, pretty cloudy day, lots of waves. Just do a little 1 minute stroll down to another beach, and we'll check that out, see how that's going. Like I said, we are in Curacao today. We'll be here for another month or so. See a little teal there. Got some folks playing soccer here. Nice field there with some fake grass. They play all day on it, especially on the weekends. Not too much grass around here. It's hard to keep. It's a desert island, so they use the fake stuff and it works out pretty good. And it looks like some folks having a party up here as well. A little barbecue. Sunday's kind of the day here where everybody does the outdoor stuff with family and such. Saturdays are actually pretty quiet around here, and Sunday's the day, and then Monday morning's usually pretty quiet. All right, so we're almost to the next beach here. Check that out. Cool. So it's starting to get some more sea glass here on the ground. It's going to be a little bit sharper for a minute, and then it'll be some nice stuff. Looking for marbles and stuff like that here. Woo, big wave. Got a little wet on that one. Real good waves here. We find more of the one-of-a-kind stuff here. Not as much jewelry grade, but a little bit. You can see that's a good seafoam jewelry grade. And I see an orange piece there. Yeah, there's an orange there, but it's a little bit chippy, so we'll probably throw that back. Ooh, I see a red bead. Look at that one right there. Yeah, nice. That is a glass red bead right there. How cool is that? Really well worn, too. Sweet. That is awesome. So cool. That's a big sized bead too. Right on. So Big waves right now. But up here, it's going to be a little more protected by the reef. So it should be a good pile right here, yeah. Hopefully find some really good stuff right here. And like I said, it's going to be a little bit chippier because this reef is usually protecting all this sea glass here, at least more than it is at the other beaches. So the other one's less protected, that's why it's got more jewelry grade. This one, a little more protected by that reef, but you're gonna get more one-of-a-kind stuff. Things that would have broken up a lot and heavy stuff are still around here. Like, you know, porcelain pieces, figurines, some more fragile kind of glass. And then also towards this side of the beach, there's still new stuff coming out of the ground. Like I was showing you all earlier, they, you know, basically made the ground out of burnt glass and metal. So it's still getting eroded away. Still new sea glass is coming out all the time. Or new glass that's going to be turned into sea glass. Not seeing a ton right now on this beach. Nothing too crazy, at least. Lots of chippy stuff, but most of it's like throwaway. You know, for instance, that's a really cool piece of patterned glass, but it's just too sharp. It's just glass right now. It's not sea glass yet, so we're throwing that back. Again, sorry if it's tough to hear me right now. Got a motorcycle parade going by. Alright, so I'm gonna hop around these roots here. We'll go around these trees to where we can see the sun again, and we'll keep going. We're in a kind of a little park now. But like I said, it used to be a landfill. That's why all the beaches look like this around this strip. So keeping our eyes peeled for something really neat, hopefully. Thank you everybody who's watching. I apologize, it's tough for me to see my screen right now. It's so bright out. But I'll find a shady spot, that way I can stop and reply to you guys. And thank anybody who sent me some stars. I really appreciate that. That helps us keep the live cast going for sure. A little calmer over here, the ocean. That red bead we found was super cool. Alright, I have to duck around this tree. Still got old Elsie with me. Elsie's 11 years old. She's my best buddy and first mate. She's sailing around the world with me as well. Sometimes she likes to hitch a ride. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. In case you guys weren't watching when I first started the live podcast, this is the piece I found. I didn't get it while I was on a live video, unfortunately, but I just wanted to show you guys. One of the coolest reds I've ever found. It's like an entire brake lens. Really sweet. And I also found this shooter here, which is kind of cool. Get into the sun. Yeah. But didn't find that on live either, but I just still wanted to show you guys because I thought they were really neat. Alright, there we go. I see something. Might be chippy, but I see a big orange right there. Whoa. Nah. Shucks. Awesome color, but it's not worn enough yet. It's still pretty chippy. What do you guys think? Should we throw that one back? Somebody told me last time I wasn't throwing them far enough, so here you go. It's tough when you're holding a dog and a phone. Ooh, this is a cool color though. A sweet piece of bonfire. Let's look at that in the sun. Yeah, look at that. It's like a turquoise bonfire piece. It's got some stuff stuck in there, but that's pretty rad. see another turquoise down here under the waves. Where was it? Right there. Oh yeah. That's a heart shape. Cool. Not super well worn, but good enough to keep, I'd say. And I see another turquoise there. Wow. Look at that. Just a little gem. Also, a little chippy, but worth keeping. Alright, so just gonna walk around this tree here. Elsie, how you doing? She's keeping an eye out for other dogs for me. I wonder what this was. You guys see it? Maybe a train car or something? Huge metal piece, like the size of a, big car. And then I see this like kind of wheel thing. It's all metal except it looks like it has wooden spokes there. Wonder what it was. Elsie, you want to hop out? We'll let Elsie hop out. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good girl. Good job, Elsie. All right. Excuse me while I zip my bag back up. All right, cool. We're good to go. I'm going to find some more like really interesting pieces around here. It's been a lot of rain lately and some big waves, so stuff doesn't get torn up. Oh, look at this right here. Still got a cork in it. It's pretty neat. See some blues, but they're still pretty chippy. Kind of a weird piece of pottery pattern there. I see some orange Fiesta ware. Bigger piece there. And I also see a little piece of turquoise. That's too chippy. So we'll throw that one back. And then, oh, there's a lavender. Nice. It's a pretty color. Keeping our eye out for anything unusual, anything with a color that pops. We're also trying to see stuff that's well worn, not too chippy. That's a decent lavender piece right there. We'll keep that. Oh wow. Sea brick. Not seeing too much here. We'll keep on moving. There's some more beach to go. Elsie, come on. Good job. A little bonfire blue there. Let's do it, LC. All right, I'm in the shade for a second. See everybody, say hello. Thanks everybody who's watching. Kind of a longer live video this time than normal. Got LC there, Just, thanks some folks for sending stars. That is very, very kind of you guys. That really helps me out. Nancy, thank you. Deb, Patricia, thank you all very, very much. Thank you, Kim and Emily. Thanks, Melody and Bridget. Right on. Lynn, thanks again. Heike and Jennifer. Right on. Thanks, Susie, JoJo, Jerry. Really, really appreciate y'all. Ooh. Elsie, come on. I'm gonna skip this beach. There's something you guys don't want to see over there. An animal that's been there a minute. So we're gonna skip that section of the beach. LC doesn't need to see that either. Is that a red? What is it? Oh, that's a piece of... Oh, it is a piece of flash glass. It's a red heart, but way too chippy. So we gotta throw that back in. Elsie, let's go. Yeah, so thank you all for sending the stars. It's like a new Facebook thing they're doing. I'm just walking up to a new beach right now, in case you guys are wondering where we're going. A new Facebook thing they're doing that like helps me get paid for doing the videos. That way I can pay for the live service and everything like that. So we're gonna be moving on to a more sunny beach here in just a second. And then here at the end of the path is one beach where I typically find a marble or something pretty cool. Yeah, we're coming up to the sunny stretch right now. You're gonna see a lot of stuff here that is really, really cool colors, but some of it's gonna be throwbacks because it's just not as worn in this one section. But you do find some cool stuff every once in a while. Definitely worth the walk, worth checking out. Ooh, there's a nice one. They're not all so bad. You can see that one's pretty well worn. That's a really beautiful piece of patterned turquoise glass. Pretty good size too, you know, it's about the size of a big quarter for sure, maybe bigger. Right on. I'll see you going under the rocks. Some good bonfire glass here every once in a while. Bonfire is always really interesting. Pretty unique pieces. They're all kind of one of a kind. See, the waves are getting a little bit bigger over here. But such a beautiful day, huh? Really, really nice out. Elsie, come. Lots of big rocks right here. Mostly coral, actually, the white stuff. Looks like rocks, but in reality, just old dead coral. If I get a close-up, you can see, you know, all the sponge material that they're made out of. They're all a little bit different. That one looks kind of like a grain, you know. You never know when you're going to find something good. You know, it can be a lull for a minute and then bam, all kinds of cool stuff. Or it can be good all the time, or you can just not find nothing. Always different. See, it's got a USA on the bottom. Probably a milk of magnesia bottle or something like that, but too chippy to keep. Just not quite ready yet, so throw that one back in. Little bonfire cornflower there. That's a good one too. Cool. It's a strange piece. It's got some really weird jagged edges there, but it's not sharp. Huh. Alright, so we're going to be coming up on a lot better stuff here now. And then at the end, like I said, it's going to be the best. Yeah, it's another really good turquoise, but not a keeper. Still too sharp. So we'll throw that one back. Let that wash around and somebody else will find it in a few years or something. Maybe it'll look better. Kind of tough to walk on sometimes, but probably good for you or something. Too sharp. It's a cool green pattern one there, but that one's too sharp too. So is the blue. There's another turquoise. Also too sharp. See these burned pieces of metal just full of glass. Cute little jars everywhere too. You can see where the patterned glass is coming out of the wall. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, check this out, guys. It is literally stacked in the wall. Every color of patterned glass. I see purple. I see the honey amber color. There's the clear one. The turquoise. Try not to cut myself because it's still real sharp. There's the green in there too. Yeah. There's the purple. So they must have just like thrown down sheets of it here when they melted it in the fire. That is crazy. This whole ground is made of glass, and this part is made of all pattern. That is so cool. It's just stacked, stacked, stacked. I wish this part of the beach was more worn because there would be a ton of patterned glass here. Kind of cool, huh? Right on. So we're almost to the end beach, and there's a little more stuff there typically. We're going to go around this tree here. Yep, almost there. And then when I get to the end, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show everything that we found today, and then I'll find somewhere to sit in the shade. If anybody's got any questions or anything, we could do. They could ask me anything for a minute if I got enough battery. Hoping I do. And thanks for everybody who's sticking with us, even when it's not such super hot sea glass action. You know, some of it's just walking and looking, as most of y'all know. But I appreciate you hanging with me. Hope you're warm and dry wherever you're at. Sure is really nice here today. It's probably about 83 degrees or so. 28 degrees for all you Celsius folks. Alright, so just crawling over some more big pieces of coral, and then we'll be at that beach I was telling you about. See everybody's hanging out here, having a good swim. That's where they do all the little kids swimming lessons inside that bay. See something under here. Ah, plastic. I was thinking that was a screw top stopper of some sort. Well, I'll put that in my pocket anyways. Throw it in the trash later. So yeah, we're coming up to the beach now, and eyes wide open to find some good stuff, I hope. Elsie, come. A little bit bigger waves over here too. Really pretty out there. Alright, Elsie, come on. Alright, you can see we got the whole beach to ourselves here. It's kind of nice. Still a little sharp, that one. There's a little stopper there. A little porcelain stopper, ceramic stopper. Elsie, wait up. Some kind of lime green milk glass there. Just kind of walking slow, hoping to see something good. There's a lot to look at here. Just scanning. We can look over the high tide ridge there too. Blue's just not quite ready. Neither is that honey amber. Come on, beach, give me something good. Is that a clay marble? Whoa, cool. This is a clay marble. These are nearly impossible to see here. You can see it up against these rocks. They don't really stand out very well. So I don't have very many of these. Cool. That's something. A clay marble. Right on. Elsie, what you sniffing over there? Anything good? Elsie, don't eat whatever that food is. No good. I might have to do some digging here if I'm gonna find anything. Typically it's a decent spot for marbles, but you never know when you're gonna find anything. But every time you dig, every time you try, it's certainly worth it around here. So let's see what we can stir up in a moment. Big waves. Good sized pink pattern piece there, but not quite ready. Tier ties. And there's another one of those green pieces of pattern glass like we saw stacked up, but this one's actually, it's relatively worn. So I'll keep that one. I'm just gonna keep my shadow out of the way so you guys can see all right. Might be a UV there. Almost heart-shaped. Some Fiesta ware. Oh, look at these leaves here on this piece of pottery. That's kind of pretty. What's this there? What's this? Piece of coral. That's a cool color of flash glass, but it's not ready yet. Don't have many colors like that one, but we gotta throw it back. Willow pattern there. See what we can find. Looks like tough luck today. At least for the moment. Whoop. Almost tripped there. Alright, well, we did find that clay marble. That was kind of cool. That's something. What's this here? Just a folded piece of white bonfire there. See, I melted and folded over on itself. Oh, something was sharp there. There will be blood. Yeah, that one got me. Oh well. Alright, well, let's stop and take a look at everything we found real quick. And then I'll do a quick Q&A if folks want to ask any questions about stuff. Maybe we'll go sit underneath this tree over here. Alright. LC, you coming? There's a nice little ring. How's it look? Fancy? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'll pop squat under this tree here, and then I'll show you everything we found today. Let's find a good spot. Cool. So here's a decent spot. Elsie. Alright, so let's check out everything we found. This is the most recent stuff, is that leaf pattern there. thanks again, everybody, for watching. So we're just emptying the pockets now. Got a pretty good, we went for a far walk, so there's a lot of stuff. Oh, there's that plastic trash I picked up. There's a little stopper we found, a little ceramic one. Some orange Fiesta ware. Lots of pottery today. On some of the sharper glass beaches, where you're not going to find a lot of glass that's really good, you can still find some decent pottery because it tends to wear quicker than sea glass does, which is kind of nice. There's that pattern turquoise we had there. Really nice one. Let's see what else we got. Try not to spill anything. Hang on, so we got a little ceramic button there. See the crab walking over behind me? Honey ambers. Good bonfire blue. Lots of nice teal pieces today. Just really nice teals. Right, let's see here. Pulling some more out here. Alright, so I'd found this marble, I think, before I started the live feed. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But yeah, we got one marble there. Nice blue swirl in it. And then this stopper here that we found looks kind of like a railroad spike. It's pretty sweet. Really like that one. Still pulling out some more stuff here. Right on. So it's kind of a neat flash glass piece. Got a few different colors in it, but kind of chippy. Might be a throwback. This, I think, was the little red that we pulled out of the water. Maybe an amberina. It's definitely a flash glass. And then we got some heart-shaped pieces, and even this patterned grape color there. So cool. I know, still got that ring on my finger. Take that off so I can get into the other pocket and show you what else we got. All right, so I'd found this little half marble here. This turquoise, one of the few pieces of turquoise bonfire I have. That's really nice. That must have been melted in a really hot fire before it got pushed in the ocean. That's beautiful. This red bead we found towards the beginning of everything. It's got a nice little pattern on it, parachute pattern. I didn't notice that before, but really pretty, super frosty. And then these are things I found earlier, but not on video, unfortunately. But thought it was really cool. That is like a full red lens there. Amber in it, glows like crazy. Get it wet for you, so you can really see. That would make the coolest piece of sea glass jewelry right there. So neat. Right on. And then this is the shooter that I'd found. Find like one shooter for maybe every 50 marbles I find, so always really excited to find one of those. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna scoot this bag back a little bit without losing anything, just in case the water comes up. See, I lost a turquoise over the side. But right on. And then, cool. So if you guys want, I'm gonna do a Q&A now. My parents have been telling me I should do that. So I'll sit back here in the shade. And check out my comment feed. Right on. Thank you, everybody who's watching. I really appreciate it, and especially everybody who's been sending stars. That's really cool of y'all. And sorry to everybody, I wasn't able to get the YouTube live going today. Still trying to figure that out. I'm Kai, the sea glass guy, not Kai, the computer guy. But figuring it out. My brother is the computer guy. He's helped me do all that stuff. And big shout out to my mom and thanks to her for helping me keep the shop running while I'm sailing around the world. So yeah, I want to open it up now. If you guys got any questions, go for it. Let's see here. Okay, Beth wants to know, after the military and my farm, where did my interest in sea glassing come from? So I bought my boat, and my mom came to visit me for the first time up in Maine, Portland, Maine. I took her for a dinghy ride. It was her first dinghy ride, like a little inflatable boat, and it was kind of a rough day. I had planned to take her pretty far, but she wanted to like turn in at the first beach. So we did, and she started finding little bits of sea glass here and there, and she actually found a red piece. And we didn't know how rare that was at the time. She came back, she was looking at it on the internet. I was like, wow, that's pretty rare. And she was showing my friend's child, and the little boy was like, oh, I want it. And she's like, oh, okay, you can have it. And then she afterwards was like, oh man, I didn't realize how rare it really is, like once in a lifetime thing. So I started looking like daily to try to find my mom some sea glass. And then my sister wanted me to get a bunch for her wedding to decorate stuff. So started doing that in Maine, and wasn't finding that great of stuff. But when we get down to Curacao, I discovered some amazing beaches, and really just started collecting for my mom, but then realized that I could actually make a little bit of money from it to help support myself as we're sailing and fixing my boat. So started doing that full time, bringing it back through suitcases on airplanes and just picking all the cool stuff I could. So that's a good question. Thank you. Someone wants to know, Jennifer is asking if I'll still be there in April in Curacao. I'll probably be here, yeah, that's only a month or so. Probably still going to be here. After my boat's done, I got to do some test runs to the little islands around here and make sure everything works really good before we take it onto the big ocean. Emily wants to know if I keep shoes and a first aid kit in case I get a bad cut, but no, I don't. The ocean heals everything. Yeah, feet heal pretty quick too, so not too worried. I'm not gonna make y'all stare at my bloody foot any longer. Sorry about that, I forgot. But I was a combat medic in the Army, so if I need to put a tourniquet on, if it comes down to that, I can do that. Oh, so Deb wants to know if there's anything on my sea glass wish list that I haven't found yet. And that's a good question. I'm trying to find a full set of dominoes. I've got like maybe half of a set of sea dominoes that I've found. I'd really like to find like a big crystal ball. Not a glass float, but you know, the actual clear crystal balls. That would be really cool to find. You know, just a really big, perfect circle piece. But what I love about sea glassing is you never know what you're going to find. It's always something new every day, especially at places like this. And so that's why the plan is to go around the world and keep treasure hunting. I also do metal detecting as well, and underwater I do that. But sea glassing right now is the thing that's really helping us get the boat going, get sailing again, and get us moving to some other countries so we can find some more of these beaches. Mary wants to know if we only look for the best sea glass at low tide. And no, not at all. Actually, here in Curacao and most of the Caribbean, because the tide range is so small, just 1 to 2 to 3 feet, it's actually sometimes better at high tide because new stuff is washing up constantly. So I go all the time. Don't even check what the tide is most days. Karen wants to know if I ever keep sea bricks. Certainly not. You guys know we live on a boat and we can only carry so much stuff. We'd sink pretty quick if we started taking on bricks and other masonry. Good question. Alright, Heather says she'd like to buy some pirate glass. Cool, we got plenty. Is it too expensive to ship sea glass from Curacao? So the thing is here, Curacao, their mailing system is, for some reason, they won't let you ship sea glass. You're not allowed to ship sea glass, sand, seashells, seaweed, anything from the sea, coral. But when you go through customs on the plane, it's different, and they totally let me bring it on. I usually do carry-on. So yeah, I've tried to mail it from here in Aruba, and they haven't let me, unfortunately, because that would be really, really ideal. But so no, I just bring it on a plane, or right now I'm getting ready to load my boat up so we can sail it to either Puerto Rico or the U.S. Virgin Islands, and then when we get there we can ship pretty easily with USPS. But I have shipped other things through Curacao, and it takes several months, and half of them don't show up, and it is incredibly expensive. So that's the thing with shipping here. Have I ever seen whales during our boating adventures? From far away, but mostly dolphins. I've had a pod of probably 100 or so dolphins just surround the boat and swim with us for miles and miles and miles. Really fun. I got some really good videos of that. Maybe I could post one sometime soon to the LC's Glass page for you guys to see LC barking at dolphins. She certainly really likes to do that. What does LC stand for, Bridget wants to know. LC stands for Little Coconut. She kind of looks like a little coconut. She blends in pretty good on the beach sometimes. But yeah, she's kind of got that scraggly coconut look to like a nice worn sea coconut. Oh, thanks for all the good questions, everybody. Where's my favorite place that I've sailed to yet? So I started sailing in Maine, and we made it down to Annapolis, Virginia, and then down to Florida, Key West, the Tortugas, and then Aruba, and then Curacao. So really haven't been too many places sailing yet. But in 2014, I went around the whole world on a boat, and we stopped in like 12 different countries or so. I've been to about 30-something countries. My favorite places, really like Burma. Heart goes out to them right now. They're having a little military coup. Big bummer, because there's some cool people there. Really, really nice, genuine people who haven't been influenced by tourism yet. So just like really genuinely cool and nice people there. Thailand's really awesome. If you're looking to not spend a lot of money but have the max amount of fun and treat yourself the most. Really, really good food there. Incredible amounts of fun. You can get yourself a whole new wardrobe for really, really cheap. So those are my favorite places, but you know, every new place is my favorite place because I like new things. So always fun. Have I ever been to Nova Scotia? No, I got all the way to the top of Maine, but never made it across the Canadian border there. But yeah, cool. Thanks everybody for asking questions and stuff. Again, I really appreciate y'all following us and helping us get to 100 subscribers on YouTube. Hoping to kick that off soon. Again, YouTube's free as well. It just helps me monetize the videos more, because then YouTube can use ads, and then that way I can raise a lot more broader audience across the world. Facebook's a little bit limited, but man, such a great community, you guys. I really appreciate all of you and all your help and all your support. And I'm gonna keep doing these live videos, like I said, everywhere we go, everywhere we sail to. The boat is kind of in the final stages of being put back together. We don't have the mast back on yet, but stuff is happening. So anyways, thank you all a ton. Really, really, really appreciate it. And hope you're all having a good time out there, staying warm. Hope you're sea glass hunting if you can. And yeah, I just really appreciate you guys. If there's anything more you want to see from our channel, if there's more stuff you want to see while we're live, if you have other questions, please let us know. And happy to get all the constructive criticism we can get. So happy hunting. Be good to each other. Take care.